Welcome back to The Source. When the Niagara River Lions decided to put together an advisory board, our next guest was an obvious choice. Larry Miller joins us, retired high school teacher, retired basketball coach, and also you probably know him from our broadcast of the Standard Basketball Tournament. Welcome to the program, Larry.
Thank you, Mike. Pleasure to be here.
Larry, you were named the chair by your 11 other peers on this board. How did that feel?
Quite honored, to be honest with you. I wasn't sure what I was getting into until I found out the parameters of the job, and I'm eager to get started.
What are the parameters? What is happening with these 12 members? What is your role?
Can I share something with you if I read it? Not a problem?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, our mission statement then is to assist the vision of the Niagara River Lions as it pertains to the success on and off the court. These leaders will help provide directions on community relations while growing the game of basketball across the region and acting as ambassadors for the River Lions organization.
Larry, so the way I read that, it's basically a continuation of what you did as a high school coach, growing the game amongst the people of Niagara.
I guess you could look at it that way. I carried it on when I became convener for the basketball league per se, when I got to work with people like you who are coaching the high school game, and I kept involved. And I've been with the River Lions since day one. I attended the inaugural meeting when my good friend Ken Murray was named the first coach and general manager. So I've been there from the sort of the birth of the River Lions.
This advisory board is really interesting. When I look at the makeup of the advisory board, you're really one of the few that is really tied directly to the game of basketball. There's people from all walks of life on this board.
Well, that's one of the benefits of it. When I read over the resumes myself, first thing I noticed was I'm the grandpa of all this group. They're a pretty young group of people, all with different kinds of diversified skills and abilities to add to the working of this group. So we've only had one meeting. We're really young in terms of getting things organized. So I'm not sure. I know where we're going. It's just a matter of getting things together. We don't meet again until March.
With the River Lions in town and also St. Catharines hosting the FIBA tournament recently, do you see the sport of basketball becoming more popular?
Probably not at the high school level. I'm a little concerned about, of course, this year's not a good indication of how the basketball season is running. More people, the elite, are getting involved in the club kind of situations, and I think it's to the detriment of basketball. A lot of schools have been unable to, first of all, field teams, and secondly, they're going to outside coaches to make sure their program gets run. So that part of it I'm concerned about. Traditional rivalries that we had when I was coaching seem to have been long gone. So hopefully we can get back on track with that once this crazy disease is over with.
Do you know what's on the agenda for that upcoming March meeting yet?
So we're going to just check in. In June, we're having a mid-season. We're going to touch base again, and then September, the year-end review, and then December, the business meeting to follow. The tentative plans are to start the schedule end of May with the tournament, culminating tournament for this situation to be in August. So they've got that plan. The format they're going to use for this particular season is still up in the air. A lot depends on the COVID. Or are they going to have a regular season with open fans, which is probably highly unlikely? Maybe limited people allowed into the gym as they have been doing with some other sports, or maybe just to go back to the tournament format with a hub like they did last year.
Larry, the River Lions were the first pro team to play any kind of sport last year. What does this upcoming season, 2021, look like for them?
Mike Morielli and his staff that run the CEBL did a great job. That tournament was well received. CBC got on board. They were televising games nationally. Even though we couldn't sit in the stands and watch the game, we're able to access that particular brand of basketball. The other good thing about the CEBL is it's Canadian content. Of the 12 players that are signed to contracts, I think 9 of them have to be Canadian. So we're looking forward to allowing the Canadian talent to showcase themselves.